everyone, and welcome to this second PS Connect session. And thank you for joining us. Today, we are going to explore how 4D professional services accelerate your development roadmap. Whether you want to evolve your existing solution, integrate modern technologies, or build new tools. So I'm joined by Bérengère Lagrange, Technical Account Manager and Project Manager, and Ayoub Metwalli, Web and AI expert. They will present real client stories and live demos showcasing concrete results across various industries. So let's start with the first. Our mission is pretty simple: innovate, optimize, modernize, so you can go faster, scale further, and rely on solutions that fit perfectly into your 4D ecosystems. When we talk about 4D and multi-technologies development, we are talking about broad and complementary expertise. Our multidisciplinary teams are made up mostly of 4D developers, of course, but also web developers, whether using Kotlin or modern standard web technology like JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and front-end framework such as React or Angular. We also have specialists in other environments like C++, PHP, Python, Swift, or Android, enabling us to work on hybrid, interconnected, or cross-platform projects with agility. Some of our 4D developers have dual expertise. They combine deep 4D proficiency with another technology in which they have been trained, certified, or even formally qualified. Others come from the web or mobile world, and they bring complementary perspective on modern architectures, standards, and user experience. This blend of profile creates strong technical synergy within our team, allowing us to deliver solutions that are both robust on the 4D side and open to other environments. So this addressing real needs for performance, interoperability, and modernization. And to better illustrate this diversity of skills, let's take a look at the services we provide. Here is an overview of what we do on a daily basis. First, adding new features, for example, integrating a business module, a dashboard, or a specific automation feature tailored to your activity. Then we work on performance optimization. This includes code analysis as well as client-server behavior review with the goal of maximizing speed, stability, or scalability. We also handle rewriting or replacing outdated third-party plugins to ensure compatibility with the latest version of 4D and modern operating systems. And interoperability, and system integration to connect 4D solutions seamlessly with external services, APIs, or enterprise application. We also redesign and modernize interfaces to make application more ergonomic and aligned with current usage trends. So we can also support mobility projects. That means adapting applications for iOS, Android, or for the web. And finally, we also provide AI integration services, whether using external models or more customized domain-specific approach. So to summarize, we cover the entire development spectrum from functional evolution to the integration of advanced technologies. And the strength of our team lies in its ability to combine strong 4D expertise with multi-technology skills. So Why evolve your application? There are three main reasons. The first one is keeping your code up to date. Long-term application maintenance is essential. Environment change constantly. New 40 version, operating system updates, dependency changes, or browsers evolutions. An application that isn't maintained eventually becomes a source of issues. So updating ensure long-term reliability and compatibility while retaining full control of your code. The second one is to boost performance by leveraging the latest 40 features and optimizing client-server exchange. We can significantly accelerate processing, reduce system load, ensure better responsiveness, and of course, improved efficiency. And finally, the last reason will be the functional enhancement, because taking advantage of innovation in 40 and others technologies allows you to add modules, modernize the UI or UX, and provide a more pleasant user experience, or even meet new business requirements. In short, evolving your application means investing in sustainability, performance, and functional value. And to make that work, let's take a look at how we structure our interventions. So we adapt to your need through three flexible engagement models. The first is the plain project. This is a structured engagement with a defined scope, a clear schedule, and precise methodology. It is the best approach when the perimeter is well defined and when the goal is to deliver a complete, structured result within a specific timeline. The second approach is team reinforcement or staffing. In this case, our developers are directly embedded into your team. This reinforces your internal capacity while giving you access to our expertise on a daily basis. And most importantly, ensure knowledge transfer to your developers. And finally, the third approach is the proof of concept. We build a targeted prototype to validate an idea, the technology, or an architecture before committing to a full project. So this is an effective agile approach to ensure technical decision and secure this decision, test the feasibility, or help you convince the stakeholders about the evolution you want to implement. And these three approaches are not mutually exclusive. You may start with a proof of concept, move to a planned project, and then continue with team reinforcement for the maintenance. But before all that, a 40 code audit is often a key first step before starting any development or redesign project. The goal is to obtain a clear and accurate view of the technical state of your 40 application. Our experts analyze several aspects. The first one, of course, is the database structure to detect potential inconsistencies or optimization opportunities. Then a code review, full or partial, depending on your need. And an analysis of activity logs over a typical workday to observe the real behavior in production. And based on this analysis, we deliver a detailed report that highlights strengths, identifies opportunities for improvement, and most importantly, provide a concrete, tailored action plan to guide the most effective implementation of your goals. So this report always includes a work estimate and a proposal adapted to your specific context. In summary, the code audit is the technical foundation. It allows you to start from a solid base, prioritize actions, and secure decision-making before starting any development. So now a link in the chat will take you to a dedicated page where you can download professional services flyer, or you can also request a meeting. So just wait a second, put the link on the chat, or request a meeting to discuss your specific needs with me or with anyone from the professional services team. You can submit a contact request at any time during this live session or even afterwards. Now that you have a better understanding of our approach, I will hand over to Ayoub Metwalli, who will present a demo of an innovative project, and then to Bérengère Lagrange, who will show you all of this translates into real project with multiple customer example and a live demo of one of our flagship solutions. So I give you the hand. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Today, I'll show you a short demo that addresses a real problem we face in our company. You know, every year we receive hundreds of internship applications, and that's mean hundreds of resumes to read, analyze, and compare. Very quickly, it's become almost impossible to review everything manually. It's time consuming, it's exhausting, and we might even miss great candidates. To solve this, we built an internal system that combines three main parts: 4D, which we use to publish internship offers like backend, front-end, etc., and to manage all applications in one place. Also, we did use NHN. It's an automation platform which handles the entire workflow without any manual steps. And OpenAI's API to analyze CVs and generate a score of relevance for each candidate. Let's now see how it works from student side. Okay, on the first page, the students fills in some basic personal informations like the first name, the last name, the email, the phone number, and the city. On the second page, the student selects the position they want to apply for or the type of the internship. We choose for stack developer, and they need to upload their resume. So we will check this one. From this point, everything's happen automatically. Okay, here. So NHN receive the submissions and trigger a workflow that's called OpenAI APIs to analyze CV. The CV is read and summarized in a clear and structured text. The AI extracts elements key like the education's background, degrees, and professional experience and internship. And at the end, here, a score is given to the candidate if he matched the job or not. And the AI will generate also a consideration, a short explanation of why that particular score was given. All of this is happening automatically in just a few seconds. And I just need to mention that we strictly follow GDPR regulation. We only extract and store information that is relevant for us. things like candidate education, professional service experience, and academic path. We never store or use any other sensitive data. Finally, all of these informations are sent directly to our 4D database, and if we look here, we will find it. So for each applications, we can see that we have the education, the job history, and the consideration based on the score. This makes it easy to sort candidates by score and to review the profile first before seeing the resume and check if everything's look good. Thanks to this automations, what we use to take hours or even days can now be done in just a few seconds. We can process hundreds of resumes more quickly and objectively, while improving the experience for both the candidates or us. And this is a great example of how we can combine 4D with another tools to turn a manual or repetitive task into a full automated workflow. Now I will let my colleague Bérengère share her screen.
Yes, thank you. So yes, I just wanted to share some real project where we combine 4D and multiple technologies, web or C++ or other examples. Yes, thank you. For the first one, we will show you how we deal with 4D and web technologies. Each project is different from different countries, different teams, or different needs. So it shows you how flexible we can be with 4D and the web. For obvious reasons of confidentiality, we cannot reveal the name of our clients. However, we can explain how we approached this project. The first project comes from the United States. It's a family business doing air conditioning and plumbing installations. They have a 4D application for more than 20 years. They needed to give access to their external technicians, like the addresses of the customers, jobs to do, stock information, time entry on site. The access had to be on mobile, so we used 4D Codely Pro to build a web interface. We worked in time and material in staffing mode over 6 months with a small team, a project manager, a 4D developer, and a web developer. Our project manager helped the customer to define the needs and to write proper specifications. On the web interface, there was a lot of features needed, QR code scanning, map displaying, and so on. So for us, the best solution was to use 4D Codely Pro with a responsive interface for mobile. The second project is in France. We had already built the 4D application 2 years before, but the customer could maintain the app or the application on their own. And so they wanted to extend the app to the web for external users. We used React.js in front end, calling 4D REST APIs for the data. The customer managed the 4D part and the project management. So for this project, we only provide one web developer, 3 days per week, a full year contract renewed every year. The developer worked just like a member of the customer's team. The third project is also in France. In fact, it's two parallel tracks. The first track is the fixed price plan project for 6 months with a web front end with Node.js, Next.js, other web technologies. So we provide also a web project manager. And the second track is a 4D staff augmentation contract for 12 months. One 4D developer working on the back end. So here we have a mix of fixed scope and flexible support at the same time. For the third web and 4D project, the last one is also web extension of a 4D system. It was a 6-month staff augmentation project with a project manager, a web developer, and a 4D developer. Front end was built with AngularJS, and 4D is in the back end, providing the data and the business logic. So here again, it shows how our ability to combine 4D with different web stacks. Okay, for the second slide, I wanted to, yes, sometimes customers use 4D plugins written in C++ to connect 4D with other systems. Many of these plugins are old or no longer maintained, so we help our customers to update or rewrite or modernize those plugins. The first example is in France. A French customer had a custom plugin to talk with a SAP Sybase system with the new OSs and for the 64 bits platforms, the plugin needed some changes. So we reused the existing code, but updated what was needed and added new commands for 4D. It was a fixed price, a planned project with a project manager and a C++ developer. And the second example is a similar case, but with Oracle instead of Sybase. We modernized the plugin to keep communication working with 4D. Again, a planned project, around 3 months of development with a project manager and a C++ expert. For the multi-technology integration, instead of detailing some project, I made this slide to have an overview on a specific case environment with 4D. The first one was to have a communication with Ping ID, which is an authentication system with a multi-factor. We also had a project to talk with WhatsApp API, to send a message from 4D to the customers, to send some news from the order, the delivery, and so on. So it was a very good tool to communicate with the end customers, in fact. And also have a link to HubSpot, which is a CRM to send and sync customer data with this CRM. With Sage, which is an accounting system to export invoices, then payments and other accounting data to the accounting system. And of course, talking with Microsoft Graph API to benefit from a lot of tools provided by Microsoft. For example, authentication with Azure Active Directory, send and receive emails, manage calendars with Outlook, or even work with shared documents in SharePoint. So this shows that modern 4D solutions are not isolated, and they can be fully integrated into a company's IT ecosystem. And for the last example, we will go a deeper because, in fact, I will also show you a demo. It's about the SMART framework, which is a development framework we created in the professional services team. It's not an official 4D product. It's a library of classes, methods, forms that we use to build modern 4D applications faster with a consistent UI and many features already done. The first project we made with this smart framework comes from Sweden. The customer had a very old application in 4D 6.7. For security reasons, they needed to upgrade, but the application still worked on Windows. So instead of trying direct conversion in V20, we rewrote the application using the SMART framework. It was a planned project, 2 months. We reused the business rules of their application, but we built a new modern 4D interface for the end users. And all the end users, when they saw the new application with the same features, business features, they already saw a lot of new capability that their application could provide, and they had a lot of new features to ask the professional services team. The second project comes from Switzerland, the same idea, but conversion from 4D V14 to 4D 20. The customer tried the conversion, but it failed because of the transition from 32-bit to 64-bit, plugin migration, the Unicode mode, the object notation, and so on. So we compared conversion and to rewrite the application, and the SMART framework rewrite was faster and cleaner. So we decided to rewrite the application using the SMART framework. It was a plain project for 3 months with a project manager and a 4D developer. And in this case, also the customer had a new features to request to the team. The third project is a brand new application created from scratch with the SMART framework. We had 2 4D developers and 1 project manager dedicated to the project. So it was a new application in planned project mode within 6 months. And the third one is also UK project. In fact, it was not a development task. It was we provide the SMART framework to the 4D developer, and we help him to use the SMART framework to rewrite the application for these his end users. So we had some meetings once a week. We had him. We could provide some good advice to like a training, in fact, to use. So the smart framework was provided to the developer, so he could write his own application by himself. Yes, and so the smart framework is great for rewriting very old apps, improving recent applications, creating new application faster. And I will show you a short live demo of how it works in 4D. So I will share my screen. It's just here. Oops, sorry. Translation. So it's health and medical house management system. It's a fake data, fake application with some real examples of what the smart framework is capable of. First of all, in this interface, we have what we called visions. This is a toolbar at the top of the screen with many different visions. Everything is customizable, the icons, the colors, the titles. We can also provide different localization in English, French, or Swedish. The first project I told you was built with this smart framework, and we also translate the interface in English and Swedish. So yes, if I come back to the patient vision, we have different entries. For example, the medical house, the patients. When we click on the patients, I have the floating meeting controls from Zoom. Yes. If I click on the patient entries, I can have some favorites. I will show you how it works, and subscriptions, but I can open the main window. The main window is the same concept, the same architecture for all the modules in the application. If I open the medical house, here I have a list with the records in the table, the medical house tables. Here, the list of the records of the patients and so on. And on the right, I have a panel, a detailed panel to show, to display the different specific inputs, different specific fields. And as you can see, I have some issues with translation because we use the GB and US English, but it's not the system configuration, my system configuration. But I can go in French. In French, yes, new main, yes. So here I don't have any translation issue, sorry. So yes, I can here display the detail of a specific patient with tabs. It's in fact, when you develop with a smart framework, you don't have to rebuild all this interface. You just have to say, okay, I want the list box to display the civility column, civility, first name, last name. You just have to provide the definition and description of what you need in the list. But you have your own project form to be displayed on the right panel, so that you keep the hand of on your own development form. We have a lot of capabilities integrate into this framework, like the search engine. You can have a lot of views if you want to have, for example, patients on today's schedule. You can display your favorite records. You have filters, and everything is not automated because you have to define what you need, but you don't have to take care of the interface to deal with the transactions. Everything is dealt for you within the framework. You have some specific and common modules to add comments, to make this record as a favorite, so that, for example, Aaron is now, I choose the same favorite. It's always Aaron. Adam, for example. Adam is my favorite patient. So here I have a direct access to the specific record. I can subscribe, sorry, for subscriptions. So if any users made a modification on this specific record, I will have a notification here in my notification toolbox, and so on. So everything is already included in the framework. You just have to give the business logic to build an application for your users. It's also easy for the users because each interface works the same. Each modules, if I go to the coach, yes, for example, so for the training of the end users, it's really easy, and they know how the interface, how the UX works. So it's easy for them to use the application. And for you as a developer, you don't have to deal with a lot of things. You can activate or deactivate some features, but it's really easy. For example, if you want to add an entry, so a new table, basically, you would need 10 minutes to have this interface, the list and top toolbar. Yes, I think I don't have much more time to for this demo, but if you're interested in have a deeper demo and to go into to see the code and how it works for you, please contact Massilia and committing with Massilia.
Thank you very much. Okay, so I'll just take the hand on the sharing. Yeah, thank you very much, Bérengère and Ayoub, for this great demonstration. And to conclude the presentation, I will just say whether you need a performance improvement, modernization project, or want to test an innovative idea for your 4D application or for any other systems, we have the expert to support you effectively. So and now we have explored how we support every stage of your project, from the initial of your development project, from the initial prototype to full-scale redesign, and the methods we use to ensure successful outcomes. So yeah, feel free to book a meeting with us if you want to share your project, if you want to discuss, if you have any questions and any very specific question. But for now, I suggest we open the discussion and move into the Q&A session. Sorry. So this is the perfect time to ask your question on what you have just we have presented today. or if you want to share with us your experience. So please feel free. And Bérengère, Ayoub, and I. We also have Aziz El Gomari, and professional services director that can answer your question. Let me just take a moment to check if there is any question. Okay. Okay.
No question.
Okay. So no question for now. I just want to precise to add something about the framework demonstration that we just have. Because so we already did this this webinar for French the French client, and they asked the question, so maybe you will have the same question in head. For the framework, we can provide you the source code of the framework, so we work with you. This is not just we are just sending the framework like that and do whatever we want. This is a real and concrete project we built together. So we share with you the source, and we are working together on the specification to you know, if you need to add any features or to do anything to adapt the framework to your business. So we work together on this, and then we also, there is a very important phase, which is the training, to give you all the knowledge about this framework, to train you or your developer, your team to be able to make all the evolution on this framework and maintain it. So yeah, so this is not a product sale just like that. Yeah, so this is one additional information. I don't know if you Ayoub or Bérengère want to add something, but if there is no question, I think we can stop the webinar here and take contact. I think yeah, there is some.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. So nothing to add from our side.
No, I think we're okay.
Ayoub, everything is good for you. Aziz, do you want to add something? Yeah, I think it's Aziz want to.
It was good for me.
Okay, thank you, Ayoub. Okay, perfect. So thank you very much for your attention, and see you very soon for the next PS Connect session. The third one will be dedicated to infrastructure projects, including cloud, security, backup systems, and many more. So stay connected for the next one. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.